Very good morning, everyone. How are you today? Okay, I hope that you are fine. And okay, before we start, okay, our new lesson, I would like you to tell me, okay, what did you learn last time? What did you learn the last session? Okay, do you still remember or not? Okay, I hope that you can remember it well. Okay, about what you learned last session. Okay. So today we are going to learn the reading, which is about you can see in the videos in here, Inspirational Teenagers. So in here, in the text in here you have to read the whole text, and in here you can see here we get a bad press, but we are all right. Judith Woods and Fiona, Holloway report. So you need to read this part and also this part, about the computer program and entrepreneur. So after reading, you also have this program like Ad Shooter. You can listen as well. You can listen to this part, for example.
Inspirational Teenagers. We get a bad press, but we're all right. Judith Woods and Fiona Holloway report.
Today's teenagers often get a bad press, but they are not all hanging about street corners or sulking in their bedrooms. The ones featured here, like most of the UK's 5.5 million teens, are ambitious, talented, and making the most of their lives, often against the odds.
Nick Deloisio, 17, computer programmer and entrepreneur. Nick Deloisio is the founder of the London-based company Sumly. He grew up in Perth, Australia. His dad is a banker and his mother is a lawyer. The family moved to London when Nick was 7. At 9, he was given his own computer, which he put to use creating movies. At 12, he got an iPhone and began writing apps. He created FaceMood, an app that looked at your friend's Facebook timeline and summarized what mood they were in. Nick wanted to summarize more.
The thing is, I don't have time to click in and out of every story and article on the web that interests me. I want to find a way to skim read content before reading the complete article. The time is right for this. Even Google knows that something needs to be done to make sense of the web overrun by a diarrhea of words.
So, at just 16, he created Sumly, which automatically summarizes web pages and news articles. It had 100,000 downloads in its first month and attracted $250,000 in funding from the Chinese billionaire Li Ka-shing. How does Nick reconcile his life as an entrepreneur with his other life as a student and a teenager?
I like a load of things. I'm a keen fan of rugby and cricket. I enjoy school and being with my friends, and I work hard at school. I'm learning Russian and Mandarin. I don't want to be seen as a kid who created an app. It's an app which happens to have a kid behind it. Steve Jobs is an idol of mine. He had a clear vision of his product. Like him, I'm obsessive about controlling every aspect of my product.
Nick's ambition to summarize the entire web is still a journey in progress, but the world of technology will be hearing about his exploits for a long time to come. He has recently sold Sumly to Yahoo for $30 million.
Jake Bugg, 18, singer and songwriter. Jake Bugg grew up on a council estate in Nottingham, but he has already achieved a lot. He started playing the guitar at age 12 when his uncle gave him one as a present. By the time he was 14, he was writing his own songs, and at 17 he took part in the Glastonbury Festival as one of the BBC introducing acts.
The day before I got the call from the BBC, I'd been for an audition for another festival and they'd turned me down. The next day, the BBC rang and said, "Do you want to play at Glastonbury?" It was just so inspiring and has helped quite a lot.
Unlike a lot of his school friends, Jake's musical tastes extend past the top 40 and latest pop releases. His number one is the Beatles, and a lot of older stars such as Donovan, Don McLean and Jimi Hendrix. Like most kids of his age, he browses the web to explore the artists he is into, but there are other influences as well.
My mum used to play old records around the house. Sometimes the stuff she played was awful, but sometimes really alright.
Jake's songs have been played on various BBC radio shows, and one called Country Song was used in a TV advertisement for beer. Jake himself has appeared on TV in a music programme called Later with Jules Holland. He still has a lot of aspirations.
Well, of course I'd like to have a number one hit. Everyone wants that, but the thing I'd like most is to have a jamming session with Noel Gallagher of Oasis. That'd be so cool. And I guess it would be good to work with one of my heroes, Donovan, or someone like that.
His debut album is due out later this year and will include his new single, Lightning Bolt, and the song Trouble Town, which is an autobiographical look at life on a council estate.
Sarah Thomas, 16. The Carer. From a young age, Sarah Thomas from Shrewsbury has been caring for both her parents, but primarily for her mum, Carol, 53, who has multiple sclerosis. Sarah has worked hard campaigning for the MS Society and drawing attention to the needs of young carers like herself. At the age of 12, she posted a video on YouTube highlighting the challenges young carers face.
I'll never forget my first day at school. I saw the other children being dropped off by their parents, and I suddenly realised that not all mothers were in a wheelchair. The thing is, my mum has had MS for 30 years, so I have no memory of her being anything other than ill.
As an only child, Sarah had to take responsibility for her mother's condition from a very young age. Although her mum is relatively mobile, she falls over daily, suffers from fatigue, and can't do much. Her father, Ray, used to be the principal carer, but he has arthritis now, so Sarah helps him too. She joined her local British Red Cross Young Carers project when she was 8 and learned first aid and skills to help her look after her mother.
In the mornings, I make sure Mum has taken her pills, and I give her an injection. After school, I cook dinner. I don't have much time for school friends. When I was 8, I developed an eating disorder because I was too stressed to eat. Then someone told me about a Red Cross project that gives young carers the chance to meet each other. That helped a lot. Caring for my mum isn't a burden. I'm going to carry on doing it as long as it's necessary.
Sarah was proud to be chosen to be an Olympic torchbearer in the London 2012 Olympics, and she has met the Prime Minister. She's a true inspiration. She's a hard-working, conscientious student, as well as being a wonderful, caring young lady.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, for your listening. So this text, okay, this reading text I have already posted in our group. Okay, above you can check it, and including the exercise, the two exercise 1A and also 1B. Okay, so this is the exercise 1A. Okay, the instruction who might have said these things from Inspirational Teenagers. Choose the correct names. So in here you have to choose the correct names in here. And the exercise, okay, we have like 3 people's names in here. And this exercise I have already screenshot and then sent into our group. You can check it. And this exercise number 1, A, you have to do it and then write your answer in your notebook from number 1 to number 9. And after that, okay, you move to exercise number 1B. Okay, we have 2 exercises today. 1B is in here. Please take a look at the instruction. This word comes from Inspirational Teenagers. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the words in the bracket. So we have number 1 to number 10. You can see here number 1 to number 10, and the word in here, in the bracket in here, you have to use it to complete in the box in here. Okay, and this one, like the first number 1, automatic, number 2, like responsible, number 3, ambition. Number 4, inspire. Number 5, summary. Number 6, care. Number 7, aspire. Number 8, obsession. Number 9, ill. And the last one is influence. Okay, you have to use the words in the bracket in here to complete from number 1 to number 10, and then write your answer in your notebook. So totally, okay, we have 2 exercises. The first one is 1A, the second one is 1B. And after finish, okay, the exercise, please take a photo and then send it to my Telegram or in the group. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, so thank you very much for your participation and watching the video. I hope that okay, you can do it all. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, can be private or in our group. It's okay. I'm waiting for okay answering your question. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, see you.